Hello, I'm Hunter Goodwin, and today I wanted to share with you Food Line's response to COVID-19. So, in my first slide, I talk about why did I choose Food Line. I chose Food Line because I've worked with this company for about 4 years now, maybe a little bit longer. And they've just always been upstanding to me. They've always helped me. They always work with your schedule. With my instance, when I was in high school, I was able to take leave of absence during sports, and they just work with your schedule. As long as you tell them in advance you won't be there, they understand. But the main goals that I'd like to take away from my research is: have Food Line goals changed? What Food Line is doing to ensure that we have product, and how is Food Line responding to customers and employees due to COVID-19? So a little bit of background about Food Line. Food Line was originally founded in 1957 in Salisbury, North Carolina by Ralph W. Kettner. It was originally called Food Town until Delhaize America bought them in 1983, and they changed the name to Food Line. And since then, Food Line has grown to over 1,200 locations. And in the picture here you can see, this is a picture of Ralph Kettner on the right, and it's in front of the first food town in Salisbury, North Carolina. Food Line's mission statement: count on us. At Food Line, our count on me is more than a promise. It's a philosophy that sums up our culture and how we help you bring home affordable groceries to your family. Our fresh food is backed by a double your money back guarantee, and at our stores, you can always expect a consistent experience with friendly associates who are ready to help every day. And why do we do it? Because you deserve it. That's Food Line's mission statement, and I copied and pasted it off of foodline.com because I didn't want to change it up. I wanted you to know their mission statement, and I feel like they stand behind it pretty well. We're always friendly to customers, and usually we have a very good customer satisfaction, and that's really what Food Line strives to achieve every day, is a great customer satisfaction. Food Line's core values: courage, integrity, teamwork, care, and humor. Under courage, they say we drive change, are open-minded, bold, and innovative. In integrity, we do the right thing and earn customers' trust. Teamwork, together we take ownership, collaborate, and win. Care, we care for our customers, our colleagues, and our communities. Humor, we are humble, down to earth, and don't take ourselves too seriously. And I feel like these are very good core values, and especially to add the humor in there, because it seems like most people wouldn't put that in their core values, because they want to take everything so serious, all about this, all about that. But I think it's a great thing to add in, because you realize, not to take yourself too seriously. Just be down to earth. We're common people. Common people are coming in to shop. It's a better way to connect with the customers, I feel like. So on to my research. The goals. Goals have been altered due to COVID-19, but the main focus is still concerned with the satisfaction of the customer. It's just like Food Line, all the core values in the mission statement. We want that customer satisfaction. We want that customer to leave happy, to come to the store and leave with what they wanted to get. And some of the newly implemented goals would be night shift stocking to practice social distancing. By stocking at night, when we have 5 or 6 people in there stocking the shelves, it's easier because we don't have customers in the way. We're not having to be all around the customers. If they're wanting to practice the social distancing like we should, we won't have to be in their way or close to them. Also, another newly implemented item would be one-way aisles. Later on in the slideshow, I'll show you pictures of it, but we have signs up on all the aisles for one way, and on the back side of the sign it'll say the wrong way. So that way we keep customers going on the same route. It's almost like a little map. And then another newly implemented item is cleaning shopping carts all day. Usually the shopping carts would be cleaned in the morning and in the evening, but now they are being cleaned all day, the whole time the store is operating. We have one person assigned to do that, and they're wiping them down, and that's the ones that the customers will grab. So that way there's already clean carts for them. And if they want to clean them again, some of them do, but they're already cleaned. And an example, in the picture here you see my coworker Aaron, and he's stocking during the night hours. And fun fact about Aaron, he also goes to Appalachian State. And product availability. Product availability solely relies on our warehouse and if they have enough to disperse it throughout the stores in that region. There's a lot of stores in our region. It's fairly big. It stretches. I'm in Statesville, and I know that when I worked at the food line in Boone, it stretched all the way up there because we were in the same region. But the product strategies have been increase of the trucks en route. We're getting more trucks. There's an increase of the trucks, the size of the trucks en route. They're a lot bigger than what they usually are. At my store in Statesville, we would usually get anywhere from half of a full-size truck to three-quarters of a truck, and now we're getting a whole truck, 2 trucks, and it's a lot of product that we're putting out. And another thing that they've put into the product strategy would be increased vendor attendance. And vendors are anyone like the Pepsi people, the Coca-Cola people, bread people, Lay's, as in the chip people. They've been showing up a lot more, especially the bread people. Within the first few weeks of this, bread was scarce, and they were bringing a lot of bread. Also, the egg truck, it was coming a little more often because it had to keep up with the eggs. And here in this picture, you can see this is a photo of my evening manager, Darius, displaying the increased size of the truck. So you can see in that pallet that he's got the jack under is very tall, and they're usually not that tall. And these are so tall that sometimes they don't even fit out of the truck. We have to down stack it a little bit just to get it out. And response to customers and employees. So in this slide, I divided it up, customer and employee, because there's just so much stuff that we've done. And I may have even left some things off, or there may be some things that they're getting ready to implement, but I'm not sure. So for the customer, we're stocking more often. We're running back stock more often, which is just the things that wouldn't fit on the shelf, so we have to put them in the back. We're running that more often, trying to get that product out. And we're also stocking night shift rather than the morning. There's an employee cleaning the carts all day long, one-way aisles, and tape marking 6-foot spaces at the checkout, and there will also be a picture of that a little later on. And for the employees, the full-time employees received a $2 an hour raise, part-time received a $1 an hour raise, and they've also provided face shields and plexiglass in front of the registers for the employees for our safety. And in this picture, it doesn't look like much, but it's just an example of the cleaning station that we've set up in order to clean the shopping carts. And you can see the ones in the line right here are ones that are clean, and behind it, out of the picture, is the shopping carts that haven't been cleaned yet. When a customer takes one of these, I think they're having them clean about 5 and have them sit, and then they'll grab another one from behind. And then here's a picture. This is just an example of the one-way aisles. You can see that one says one way and that one says wrong way. Here's the 6-foot markers at the registers along with the plexiglass in front of the registers. And also we've put Ziploc bags around the keypad for the card transactions, so that way it's a little easier to clean. You can just remove the bag and wipe it down real quick. And how can we help? Hygiene. Hygiene is the #1 thing of how we can help. The CDC recommends wearing a mask when around others. You should wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Use hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol, and avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth with unclean hands. Another way we can help is social distancing. The CDC encourages us to practice social distancing during these times to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. And it's just common sense. When the flu or something's going around, you know, you don't want to be out if you don't have to, and it's just like this. We should follow the CDC instructions of maintaining a 6-foot distance between others. We should follow CDC instructions of wearing a mask or cloth over nose and mouth. Should wear gloves, cover your cough and sneezes, and follow the new store layout of the one-way aisles and the 6-foot markers, because it'll just help decrease the spread. We've already laid it out for you. And in conclusion, how did I feel about Food Line's reaction time? I feel that Food Line reacted superbly to this unforeseen pandemic. The Food Line management has worked tirelessly during these times to ensure the safety of its customers and employees, all while upholding their core values and mission statement. And a couple of the pros of this is they quickly set limits on the paper and cleaning products, bread, eggs, many other items. They've adopted the social distancing techniques, which a lot of the customers are obeying that, and it's surprising because usually when you try to do something like that, people, they don't care, but they've really been paying attention to it. And we've greatly increased our already strenuous cleaning routines. If you've ever worked at Food Line and you've had to clean, you know that Food Line really has you clean. You clean everything, and now it's increased, which we're really cleaning everything, and it's all day long, whereas usually the strenuous cleaning is in the morning and at night. Now it's all day, always cleaning. They're cleaning the milk cases, the meat cases, all the doors on the freezers. Everything is being cleaned. And the outcome. The overall outcome of Food Line's reaction time has not gone unnoticed. Sales have increased 250% in my store alone. Customers are constantly thanking managers and employees throughout the day for the work that is being done day and night. And local churches have shown their gratitude by donating meals. And not only churches, after I made this, just a random customer came in and brought us all Wendy's. You know, people are noticing the work we're doing, and they're proud and they're happy of us, and they're thankful of us for doing these things. So they're showing their gratitude. And the overall outcome, I feel Food Line has really kept its employees and held us up by granting us the raises and the protective gear. Sales have reached all-time highs, and the community is returning support. And then these are my citations. Thank you for listening to my project, and I hope you enjoyed.